This is Lifestyles. Let's go. What's happening? Happy Sunday. How's everybody doing out there? Welcome to Lifestyles. If you have not been on Lifestyles chats and Lifestyle Sundays, we really appreciate you coming in. Hey, Angela. Hey, Trey Ace of Spades. What's going on, Miss Shirley? What's happening? Welcome to Lifestyles. Don't forget to share the video out. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to the channel. We need as many thumbs up so we can make the algorithms go up and make the uh, everything happen better for the monetization. So we want to get those subscribers up, and we want everybody to share the video out as much as possible. Okay, where's my wine at? Let's see. I think I needed just a little bitty glass of wine for this one tonight. Okay. What's going on, George? What's happening? What's going on? Let's talk about it. You know, let me do a disclaimer before I even get to discussing, anything right now. And let's let some more people come into the chat. Welcome to Lifestyles. Everybody come on in the chat. I'm going to wait a little bit before we get to talking about everything. We're not going to do a long chat, but we'll maybe do 30 minutes or something like that. So we'll see, maybe a little longer, but we'll see. Um, let's see who comes in the chat. Let's see who comes in. Let's see who comes in. What's going on, Annette? Welcome to Lifestyles. Hit that thumbs up, share the video out. We really appreciate you coming in on Sunday. You could have been doing anything else, but you came into Lifestyles with Eric. And I and we greatly appreciate you for being a part of our family. Let's see. What's going on, Latrice? Welcome to Lifestyles. Hey, what's happening? Okay, let's see. Okay, everybody, this is my Cash App, and that is for donations for putting money back into the channel, and I greatly appreciate that. Hey, Peggy, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Lady Gwendolyn, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. Happy Sunday. I hope you had a blessed Sunday. Tell Mother I said hello. Um, let's see who else is coming into Lifestyles tonight. It's Sunday. I hope everybody's being safe. I hope everybody's having a nice, warm summer evening, and I hope it's peaceful for you wherever you're at. We need some West Coast. We need some East Coast. We need some South. Who's out there tonight? Come on in. Welcome to Lifestyles. Let's talk about it. We've got something to talk about, definitely. Okay, disclaimer. I am not talking about any particular group. I am not expressing any hate towards any particular group. But enough is enough. And we, as adults and people that are believers in the Lord Jesus Christ, we need to stand up and say something. We are, our children are being attacked from all different sorts of ways. And hip hop is being hijacked. And when I say that, I mean all the things that I grew up with hip hop, like what's right behind me here, NWA, Snoop Dogg, people that had real lyrics. Um, they weren't, their agenda was a little different. They were speaking about what they were going through living in South Central LA or whatever. But now we have this clown. of a I don't even want to call him a hip hop star or hip, I guess he's just I'd say pop, maybe pop, and he's trying to pose as a hip hop star, but what he's doing is he's getting a hold of our children and little kids because they look up to Little Nas X, and that's what I'm talking about. If you haven't seen his latest video, um, it's it's pathetic. Hey, Angela, welcome to Lifestyles. It's pathetic. We need some preachers to stand up. I need some people in the Christian community to stand up and say that we're not going to have this. Enough's enough. Now, his latest video is him in the shower, like a prison scene with naked men dancing around and doing things that they shouldn't be doing on a video. Um, we don't need women doing that either, naked on a video. I mean, kids can't watch anything on TV as it is now. So why is my young son or somebody's young daughter, having to see things like this to put something or plant a seed in their head? Because that's all it's doing. And that's what they, meaning the upper high ups, want to happen. They want everybody to be LGBTQ. That's just my opinion. So that we can stop procreating. And it's just not fair to the youth because when they get older, they should be able to make their own decisions on what they want to be and not letting a rapper or pop star um, just drill this in their skull to be promiscuous and to do things that uh, it's just I don't know. It's weird. It's just so weird. I don't know I don't know, George. Let me see. Let's see. It's that's what it is. Um, it's all together, but it's my name all together with the dollar bill sign first. So let's see. Uh, that is it. Cut the cable off. Children need to read. You know what, Trey? Ace of Spades. You're absolutely right. We're really needing to monitor social media, cable, all of these things because the things that they're putting on cable and on regular TV now are crazy. And enough's enough. We've got to do better. We've definitely got to do better. Somebody needs to speak up. I'm waiting on a pastor or somebody to say something because I haven't heard anything from anybody. Um, I haven't heard anything. This is just getting out of hand. They are really trying to destroy hip hop, and I'm disappointed. I'm upset. um, the agenda is real. The agenda is real. If you don't know what I'm talking about, yeah, I would totally believe that, Peggy. You're absolutely right. Oh, okay, George, no problem. Yep, no problem at all. And I appreciate you. Thank you. Um, all donations are accepted, and I appreciate everybody. Thank you. We will be monetized soon, so let's get these subscribers up, everybody. But yeah, we've got to do better with monitoring what our children are watching because if they see some sick stuff like this at a young age, it could just ruin their everything. And we all know that kids are sponges, so it's just certain things that they just don't need to see. It's just I don't know. It's just getting you can tell that we're living in our last days, and my grandma's been saying that forever. And I really believe that now that we're living in our last days. There's so many demonic and satanic things that we're seeing on TV, and they're just flashing these images, and we're not saying anything. Nobody's speaking up. Everybody's agreeing with everything. People are afraid to say anything against certain groups because they're afraid they won't have a job or they'll be canceled. But you have your own opinion on whatever it is you want to have an opinion on. And that does not mean you're a hater of anyone. You can say what you want to say. Now, you don't know what response you may get in return, but it is okay to have an opinion. It, you know, it's totally okay. And this is my opinion. This is sick and twisted. This is not rap. This is not hip hop. Hip hop came from the struggle, from people not having any food or a place to live, or gangs, or just the area that they grew up in, and people selling dope and pimps and hoes, or whatever they grew up around. That's not their fault necessarily. So that's what hip hop to me is about. Rapping about things you see. Now, if Lil Nas X is grew up seeing naked men and dressed in all pink and shaking their behinds and stuff, then he grew up in a sick home, because as a child he shouldn't have been exposed to anything like that. So, hey Shay, what's going on? Welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Um, I am just appalled at what I'm saying. Excuse me, allergies. I am totally appalled. It's crazy. Trey Ace of Spades says, yes, you are correct. We used to the tentative. Oh, I'm sorry. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. We will use to be attentive to babies, toddlers. Now parents are using electronic device as a pacifier. Absolutely true. You're absolutely true. You're absolutely right. This can't solve the problem. Um, but if you allow it to do that, um, with our children, it's going to do it, and it's going to send them on a slippery slope into the abyss. I mean, you can get caught up in so much internet crap as a child, um, that they can search anything, and some's good, some's bad. Majority of it's bad. So there's a slew of information that our children can be uh, looking for, so that we definitely have to keep an eye on our kids. And they definitely don't need to be watching Little Nas X. I hope that he's censored some sort of way. Um, he's blowing up like the World Trade Center now because he's quote unquote gay now. So he's getting so much more attention. It generates revenue, George. You're absolutely right. I agree. You know, hey Terry, welcome to Lifestyles. I totally agree. So that is what's going on. It doesn't matter if it's negative or positive, but actually negative generates income. So they're feeding off of this information, and that's what's driving Little Nas X and the machine that's behind him, to push him to create these weird videos and shock value videos that are having us speak about them like we're doing right now. So um, I don't know. I'm just I'm still appalled. I don't care why he's doing it, and this, that, and the other, but I'm still appalled by what I'm seeing, and what I'm what these guys are putting out and calling it art. It's not art. I'm a professional artist. It's not art. I'm sorry, it's not art. Okay. I think another artist can speak on it, and I'm an artist. So I'm telling you, it's not art. Believe me. So as children get older, social media sways decisions. You're right, Trey. You're absolutely right. Um, I don't know. There is a lot of sick garbage. When you get a chance, Just take a glance at it. I couldn't even watch the whole video. I don't want to see anything like that. Just take a glance at the video. I'm not going to flash it on my channel because I'm not going to have anything like that on. I don't represent that. So that's not what I'll have on my TV channel. So, I mean, our YouTube channel. I'm sorry. So if you get a chance, take a look at it and we'll talk back about it again. But sick video. And they're paying this young man a lot of money to do the weirdest things. I tell you, when you sell your soul, you get all sorts of gifts and happy meals and all sorts of things. At least that's what Kanye West said in one of the raps that he said when he said he sold his soul. At least he got a happy meal or something like that. But that's sad because they're going to have to deal with the Lord at some point. Maybe sooner, maybe later. Yeah, I remember. I totally remember. They put the warning labels on the albums because of the Two Live Crew. When they were in court, when Luther Campbell was in court, they started putting the parental labels on the album covers, so that would warn people what they were getting into before they listened to it. That they knew that it was going to be cursing or things or certain types of languages in that. Exactly. That you can tell, Angela, that they're doing this to get some sort of attention, and it's definitely working. But it's the wrong kind of attention because they're trying to turn our fucking kids to whatever, girly man or boy, whatever. That's my opinion. And that's what they're trying to change our kids to. The shit's not right. Period. It's not right. It's not art. It's shit. You tell little Nas X I said so. I'll smack him in his mouth. Man up, boy. Be a man. That's not hip hop. What happened to Old Town Road? You went from Old Town Road to twerking on the devil's lap to doing a video with naked men with a pink jail outfit on. Come on. You're doing too much to make some money. It's obvious. So if they could not beat the lyrics, they paid to have these artists to sell themselves. Absolutely. I'm cussing, Trey. Absolutely. When I get excited, I curse sometimes. And when I get excited about something I really believe in, I may cuss sometimes. I do apologize. This is for an adult audience. But I am just sick of the agenda that is being pushed on our children. I am old enough to see what's going on, and it's not being pushed on me. I can't be swayed. I don't care how much money you put in front of me. I will not twerk, put on a leotard, whatever. Not my soul, not my integrity. Not going to happen. Period. So that's what I got to say. If anybody's got anything else to say, I'll definitely love to hear it. We're not going to be on here too long. I'm making cookies tonight. I need a dessert because I've had a good dinner and I'm ready to have the munchy munches. So, yeah. All I have to say is that even television had to utilize more adult language and content in the order to increase viewers to their networks. If you can't attract viewers, then your platform, then you're out. George, you're absolutely right again, my friend. Um, you're right. Now, you remember when Archie Bunker and All in the Family and George Jefferson and Sanford the Son, and they were saying nigger and nigga and honky and black and white, and nobody said anything? You remember that was comedy and nobody got offended by it? They were talking about gays and queers and all that kind of stuff, and it didn't bother anybody because if you knew that's what you were, it wasn't a big deal, or if you knew you weren't that, it wasn't a big deal. You laughed it off, and we got through it. So I remember when TV was provocative in the '70s, but it didn't. I don't know. It was a lot different. People weren't as offended, yet we were calling each other honkies and niggas, and it wasn't a big deal. Um, because we embraced that and we laughed it off and we knew it was comedy at that particular time. There wasn't so much an agenda to me being pushed in those days. Um, to me, it was just flat out comedy. And although Archie Bunker was a racist or a bigot or whatever, it was still funny in certain instances. So, um, hey, Donna, welcome to Lifestyles. Thanks for coming in. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Um, yeah, but I know we can remember when all the old school shows would come on and we would laugh and chuckle and giggle at those at Red Fox talking about honkies and George Jefferson did the same thing and it wasn't a big deal. We all laughed at that stuff. There is absolutely, Peggy, you're absolutely right. I mean, there's so much hate that we can't even laugh anymore. And we know who brought that hate out, but the hate was already here. But we know who said that it was okay to act that way. Yours truly, number 45, the last guy that was in office. He said it was okay to act that way. And that's given everybody a pass, and the can of worms is open and it hasn't been shut yet. When is that can of worms going to be shut and the racists go back to their caves or back in their rural areas and not say anything anymore and just be racist to themselves? When is that going to happen? I don't know if it ever will. It's in your face now. It's in your face, and people need to go back to loving people and laughing and having fun. We can do better. We can do better. Seriously. I don't know. I don't know. If I could only change the world. And, okay, so if they were number one and number two or three in the ratings, then they were able to say honky and nigga and it wasn't no big deal. Like I said, people were laughing at things like that. I'm saying that freely because that was funny in those days. I don't disrespect any culture, anybody's race, but those are the things that we would say in those days, and it wasn't a really big deal. Now, I don't want to veer off too much, but now people are doing things so extreme that you can tell that there's some sort of agenda that's being shown or being pushed upon us. You can just tell. Peggy and those shows were funny. Whether we were, but the thing is, we laughed and chuckled at each other. We made things funny, laughing at one another versus talking about each other. We just laughed at one another. You know, those were the good days to me, and that's how I can tell that I'm getting older. Yeah, yep, absolutely, Peggy, absolutely. We've got a few more minutes and I am out. We're going to do it to 9 o'clock. We got about 4 minutes, everybody. Um, tell me what you think. What do you think? I want you to take a quick glance at that sick video, Nas X, Little Nas X. And I'm so upset that he even took a really good rapper's part of his name and put it in his name, Nas, because we know Nas as the rapper. Nas is a good rapper. Richard had a strong following. Richard. Yes, he did. Richard Pryor definitely did, if that's what we're talking about. Yes, he did. Absolutely. And he said the word nigger and hockey and that stuff was it was a joke. And, he, again, there wasn't an agenda being pushed back in those days. Jokes were jokes. People laughed and, people cried and we moved on. maybe that just wasn't the right particular time, Angela, for him to do that show. Maybe now he could probably do something like that. But times change. They just, times really change. Absolutely, Trey. I appreciate that. We can change the world one YouTube session at a time. Trey Ace of Spades. That's your quote for today, and I appreciate that. Made my evening. Thank you. Don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, everybody. We're on YouTube, George. Yes, is the video on YouTube? Absolutely, we're on YouTube. So we're gonna share the video out. Let's get us some more subscribers. We need at least 300 subscribers to make it safe, and we'll be monetized. Everybody, let's do this. We can do this. We're a team. We're a family. We're gonna do this together. We're gonna grow together. Eventually, we're gonna have a different platform. I got some really good ideas coming up. I got some people I'm going to be interviewing probably this week. So be on the lookout for that. Walking in Revelation is the book that I'll be reviewing, and I'll be interviewing that author, Jacqueline. Um, oh, we got her last name. Sorry, I'm sorry. Um, but yes, we'll be definitely talking soon about that. And what else? Yeah, I believe it's on YouTube, George. Yes, I do believe that video is on YouTube. You're right. I remember that when there wasn't any platforms. You're right. You're right. Yes, Little Nas X is. I'm sure it's on YouTube. I'm sure. I'm sure they censored it to whatever they could censor it to. But that's it, guys. You guys have a great week, blessed week. Um, make it a positive week. Don't be a puppet. Um, see something, say something. You're not a snitch. You're not involved in it. Okay, it's all good. Um, what else? Subscribe, like, share. And I appreciate you coming into the chat tonight, everybody. And whoever's not in the chat and you're just watching me and listening, hello. And thank you for watching me. I appreciate it. Thank you. Bye bye. Love you, everybody.